Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Vincent, you're watching Vincent's Backyard Dojo, and in this episode we're finally leaving the hounds and moving on to some of the later katas you learn. In this episode we're going to be doing Tekki Shodan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Tekki Shodan. Alright, that's Tekki Shodan. It's a pretty short kata, so there's not much to go over. And a really neat thing about this kata is you're always going to be in like the straddle stance or horse stance. However you want to call it that. It's the 50-50 stance, whatever your terminology is. So anyways, it's always going to be in that stance. So a good analogy my instructor used to teach me was, it's kind of like a bar fight, and you're up against the wall, and you're up against the wall in a bar fight, and you're just doing whatever to defend yourself. So because it's such a big part of the kata, I'm gonna go over the stance real quick. Back straight, all the usual stuff, knees past the toes. Knees apart, and another funny thing is the draw hand. It's not brought back and twisted as much as the other katas. It's more just like you're stabbing it in. It's just you're stabbing it in. So yeah, that's about it for the stance part before we go into the moves. So the first part of the move, and there's a new position that you start the kata in, so that's pretty cool. Your feet and toes are together, and your left hand is over your right hand, and they're together. So you're gonna start by dropping down, and as soon as you drop down, this is the height you're supposed to be at for the rest of your kata. So you're gonna drop down, and your feet are gonna kind of look something like this. Your left leg's crossing crossing above your right leg. Your left foot's tilted a bit, right foot's flat. And then you're going to roll your ankles. Basically what I mean by that is you're just going from here to here. You're just switching which one's tilted. And then you're going to bring it rides up the leg and arches, bam. And at the same time, you're going to bring this arm out. You're going to bring this arm out, and just bam. You're just like you're slapping someone. And then you're going to do something you did in Heian Yondan. Bam. You bring the elbow into your hand into elbow, however you want to say it. And again, you're not gonna leave the horse stance. So yeah. After that, you're going to whip your head and bring your arms like this, like a teacup. And then you're going to it's not a low block, it's a punch down, like you're punching down. Like not a low block, you're punching down. I know it's a bit confusing, but it's gonna click once you get it. Like once it clicks, you got it. So after you do that, you're going to punch. And a big thing about this move is it's like a continual water flow. So like if you place a drop of water and assume that it had to stick to the top of my arm, it'd go woo woo and just fall off my hand. So yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be about halfway out, like just past your chest. And then you're going to step over, cross your legs again, roll them again, and then you're going to bring this arm, I believe it's over your other arm, and bam, bam. And what you did there was you, with your arms, just like in inside outside block, but you're not actually hitting you're not actually hitting here. So you're here, you just landed, and then you're going to bam and bam. Now this one's really tricky, so you're going to have it just a bit off from your torso, and the way you do it is, so this one's out, this one's behind you, and then you're going to, it's not going to be a block, it's not going to be a punch, it's going to be more of a corkscrew, sort of like your hips are in hand need on. And yeah, that part's difficult, I'll be honest. It's difficult to get it down right without hurting your other hand. But just keep practicing and eventually you'll get it. Yeah, not much else to say. So then, kick, bam, and you're going to look this way, and you're going to turn your hand this way. It's like you're facing this way, but your hips stay this way. And then, you're going to kick again, bam, and then your hand's going to be like this. And then you're going to bring it down, teacup again, and bam. Now what you're doing here is same thing as that other move, where it's the continual water flow. That's with this arm, and this arm's just straight out, just continual water flow. That it's really not that hard. And while the other half is pretty much the same thing, you just click flip horizontally. There are some things I would like to go over that I may have forgot to mention. And there's also this. Like after you do that, you've got this elbow, hand open, and then again drive it in, teacup, punch down, and your hand. It's not going to be twisted too much. Definitely don't twist it too low. Don't have the elbow showing. Just have it like this, like just straight behind you. Because technically you're not seeing your elbow, you're just seeing the inside of your arm. I mean, I guess part of that would still count as elbow, but I'm not here to get technical. I'm just here to give you quick tips. So yeah, punch down, and it's just stabbed into your hip. Just stabbed into your hip, like you decided to. Nothing else was working on your mosquito bite, so you stabbed it with a knife. And then, bam. And same thing with this here. Remember, continual water flow just past the chest. Bam, bam. And when your feet do that, they arch, just like the first move. So you're going to be, bam. Bring it behind, bring it like this, and then corkscrew, and then kick. And with this, you're gonna kind of want to get your knees up as far as possible, while also rotating your leg as far as possible. Try not to kick yourself. That's gonna hurt. So yeah, we're gonna want to bam, and then bam. If you want to get better at it, you can just practice doing that. Like, have your hands like this, and then bam, bam. Like, try to bring your knee up and kick the hands. So then after you do that, bam, bam. Not much else to say. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead, give y'all the 2 more angles, and then finish this off. Because there's really not much else to say about it. Just remember everything about the stance, how your draw hand is, New York, all that. Oh, and when I first learned it at the end, so you're right here, and instead of just bam, like you would for pretty much any other of the earlier katas, you're going to bam, like you bring your legs together, and you bring your arms together, and then you rise up. So yeah, that's about it. Go ahead, give y'all more. Because this one isn't as vertical as the others. Again, it's like you're trapped up on a wall and you're fighting. Tekki Shodan. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so. And I've said this before in other videos. I don't say it every video. Please do this on a flat surface. You don't want to trip and fall and hurt yourself. But yeah. That's about it. So go ahead and give you all that third angle. And we could probably just do a straight on angle for this. Or a more straight on angle than usual. Tekki Shodan. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's it. Again, please do this on a flat surface. I almost slipped. Because that ground is not flat. However, I am too committed to doing this out here to stop, so that's on me. But anyways, yeah, that's it. So just remember everything I told you, and not much else to say. So once again, I'm Vincent. You're watching Vincent's Backyard Dojo, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.